A $3,000 scale versus a $350 scale versus a $30 scale. Which one's best? Let's find out. Yo guys, what is going on? This is Michael, and recently I picked up this guy, which is the InBody $350 scale from InBody, and it is a smart scale, and it does your height, weight, body fat, muscle, BMI, and a few other things. And so that got me thinking, is this really better than my scale that I already have in the bathroom that I got off Amazon for $30? Or how does it compare versus a InBody actual scale that you go to the gym for or to the nutrition shops for? And is it all accurate? What's the difference between them? So in this video, we're going to go ahead and go over that, and we're going to show you all the good things and the bad things about all the three different types of scales. First of all, let me go ahead and say welcome to my new subscribers or my new viewers here. Typically what I do on this channel is specs and features, and in this case I'll do a product comparison and then an overall rating, and that's how we will go along for this episode. Important note, no, I am not sponsored. All these opinions are my own. I wasn't sent any of this stuff. I bought all of it on my own, and I went to the store or to Max Muscle to go get the InBody 230 results as well. That being said, I will have Amazon affiliate links down below. That helps to support the channel. So if you guys decide to purchase any of these products today, please do so down below. Now, let's go ahead and get into all these scales. So we have the InBody 230. What's that? Okay, so that is the InBody scale that you step on. You know, a personal trainer will give it to you just to get your body composition and obesity analysis and all those things out of the way. Typically range between $3,000 like $10,000 on the upper end. Now, quick note, the InBody 230 is an older model. The Max Fitness that I went to, Max Muscle rather, that I went to get this done had the 230. I think now their lowest model is 270, but for the purposes of this demonstration, it really shouldn't matter. Typically goes for $3,000 again, and then we also have the InBody H20N, and I'll talk about this in a little bit more detail in a minute here, but this goes on Amazon for $350. The cool thing about this is that not only is a scale, but it also has the handbars that you would use at the gym, or the handbars that the personal trainer would give you. And then finally, we have the Enerplex, which is one of the highest selling scales on Amazon. Retails for about $30. I think right now it goes for $12.99. That might just be an Amazon sale, or maybe it's just old. I don't know. I did get this scale probably about 4 years ago at this point. So, but it's been a workhorse for me. But in any case, we'll continue on here. So the InBody, a little bit older model, professional grade, $3,000 on eBay, found at retail and nutrition shops. A lot of personal trainers use this type of thing to get a base understanding of where you are. The InBody H20N, available on Amazon, 4.1 stars, 669 ratings, 330 pound max, 5.9 pounds is the total weight of that guy. Has an app available, which I'm going to show you in a minute here. It also has a handheld electric bar, which I showed you as well. The measurements are body weight, body fat mass, skeletal muscle mass, BMI, body fat percentage, and BMR. Now, that is not that many things for a $350 scale, and we will go over why that is and what it's missing. In addition, there's also another InBody available, is the H20B. The only differences I can find out about this one is that one of them's white, and then also the H20B has been approved by the FDA, is graded as a medical device, whereas apparently the H20N is not. So if you needed it for those purposes, you would get the other on the B. And then the third scale we have here is the Enerplex 31400, available on Amazon, 4.5 stars, 4,000 ratings. I mean, this guy is well vetted through the Amazon community. The measurements, it takes everything that the H20N does, in addition to the things on the bottom there. So it also does body, water, visceral fat, I failed on that one. I'm just going to skip it. Bone mass, protein, and metabolic age. Subcutaneous fat. That's what it is. And then, yeah, so let's go ahead and get to the scale results. When we do the results here, I'm first going to show you how the results are measured out, like how they actually give it to you, how they deliver it to you. And then we'll go over the actual results themselves. So the first thing we're going to do is go over, whoops, that's the wrong one. We're going to go over the InBody. So when you do the InBody, it's kind of washed out there, but when you do the InBody at a gym or something like that, this is how it's going to be delivered to you. You might have seen this type of thing before. Note at the bottom here is the segmental lean analysis, and it's not coming up great on here, but it's not important because I already have the numbers written down so we can check it out later. Next, we'll go to the InBody, the actual app here, and this is with the H20N, the H20N, that's the one. And this is the app here. I have it live scrolling, and you can see skeletal muscle mass. It looks okay. I mean, it looks good. The top part looks kind of nice. You go to detail, and then you'll be able to see all the actual measurements that you would get on this InBody scan right here, but on here. Now, note there are quite a few measurements missing from the professional one to the InBody one, and we'll go over that in a minute here, but you can see what that is. And then we'll go ahead and move on to the other one, which is going to be the Enerplex. The Enerplex, now I think this is the most intuitive that I've seen, and you can see that there's a lot more stuff that they calculate on here, and if you go to trends, you can see the trends. I think you can do the trends in the InBody as well. But for now, let's go ahead and move on to the comparisons. All right, so this is the comparisons portion of it. Now, a couple things to note. When I did this initially, I did it this morning, and I did no eating beforehand because I had to go to the Max Gym in order to do it. So I did no eating beforehand. I did everything back to back to back. And I'm using the InBody 230, which is the big commercial one, as my baseline. So I'm comparing everything against that because I'm assuming since it's commercial, it's going to be the most accurate. So if we actually delve into the results here, you'll see that on this one right here, the body weight is 180.6, 180.6 for the InBody H20N. That's the second one there. And 180.8 for the Enerplex. So apparently I was a little bit heavier on the Enerplex than I was on the other ones. Now it's by 0.2 pounds, not that big a deal. But I had to give the edge to the InBody H20N, so I highlighted it in green. Next, we're going to be moving on to total body water, and this is one of the faults of the H20N. It doesn't do body water. But the Enerplex does. And not only does the Enerplex do body water, it does body water at the same, pretty dang close to the same results that I got with the really expensive one, the 230. So 102.3, this is 101.6. Now note the way I got this, you had to do a little bit of calculation. Because it gives you in the app, it gives you 56.2%. So I multiplied that against the 180 to give me the 101.6. So even though it is accurate, it gives it to you in percent and not actually in pounds, which is a little annoying, especially in a comparison like this. But it does that to quite a few different things as well. So body fat mass, you can see there's about a half a pound difference between the InBody H20N and what the 230 gave us. And in the Enerplex, the cheap one, the $30 one, there was less of a difference. So I gave the edge to that one as well. We skipped the dry lean mass. Again, the H20N doesn't have dry lean mass. In this one, you have to calculate. So the way you do it is by total body mass minus body water minus body fat. Again, because the H20N doesn't give us the body water, we're not able to do that calculation. For the Enerplex, we are. So, and that's pretty similar to what the 230 gave us. So I gave the edge, obviously, to the Enerplex. Now, where we get a big difference is this one right here, the skeletal muscle mass. You can see the H20N did a pretty good job with it. but the Enerplex was way off. The Enerplex was 10 pounds off. So I'm giving that minus points on that one. That is 10 pounds over. I wish I had 10 more pounds of muscle on me, but compared to the 230, it's telling me I have this. So I don't know why that was so far off. Again, I wore the same clothes, did the same thing. In fact, I measured myself only moments later, but it gave me 10 extra pounds. And again, the way I reached that was it's given in percentage, and I had to multiply it across my body weight. Moving down here, body mass index 27.5, 27.5, exactly dead on for the H20N, but it was pretty dang close for the Enerplex as well. Again, for $30, this Enerplex is working really, really well, especially compared to these 10x and 100x comparisons here. Percent body fat, which a lot of people would be interested in. You know, these are the kind of the two big ones, as well as the weight that you're going to be interested in, but 22.5, 22.1, 22.2. Technically, the Enerplex was closer than to baseline than the H20N was. I didn't give it a green because it was only by 0.1, and they were both kind of off by almost half a percent there. So I just left it. So they're relatively pretty close. What actually stands the difference is obviously with the 230, you get the segment lean radius, which is helpful if you're trying to improve certain areas of your body. And that's what you would do week to week. If you're working out your arms or your chest or your legs, you want to see that improvement specifically in those areas. That would, mentally kind of help you keep going. Okay, hey, I gained, 0.2 or 0.3 pounds since the last time I did this in my arm, have more muscle mass. Awesome. Unfortunately, the H20N nor the Enerplex does the segment lean radius, but that it does leave opening the question. I was doing some research online, and it said that the H20N uses the same processes as the InBody. So why it doesn't do that? Maybe because it just doesn't want to outcompete its commercial, but it might have the ability to do that because you do have the arm, the hand controls there as well. So it might be able to do it, but they just don't allow the function, perhaps. I don't know. I'm kind of conspiracy theory speculating right now. But in any case, neither of them does it. You're also going to look at one major one is the basal metabolic rate. And 1741 is our baseline here. 1748 really freaking close, and then 1747 really freaking close. So all of these have the ability to give pretty close metabolic rates. Now, in addition, down here is in addition to all the information that you gather from this column, you also get this much information from the Enerplex as well. So the Enerplex will give you fat-free body weight, subcutaneous weight, visceral fat, bone mass, protein, metabolic age. Metabolic age is kind of cool. I don't know how they calculate any of this stuff. I don't know how accurate any of this stuff is because I don't have any baseline to compare it to. That's why I left it off the chart. It could be very accurate, could be not accurate at all. If I was going to say based on this stuff, I would say it's very accurate with the exception of this guy right here, which is 10 pounds over. So yeah, so that's pretty much the analysis I did of a $3,000, $350 and $30 scale to see which one is the closest and if any of them are actually worth it. So as we continue here, which scale is worth it for you? Well, in my analysis, I believe that the scale, if you're looking for speed and high accuracy, and now I say speed because you don't have to do any extra calculations with this one like you do with the Enerplex if you want those specific things. But if you want speed and really high accuracy, and my guess is honestly consistency is also going to be a really big thing for this. I haven't done it over time. I've done the Enerplex a lot over time and it seems pretty consistent to me. I haven't done the InBody a lot over time. Maybe that'll be a follow-up video. But if you want high speed and really high accuracy, I would go with the InBody if you're not worried about that $350 price tag. If you want high accuracy and value, the Enerplex is going to be the one that I'm going with. $30 for really, really comparable results. I mean, these results are very, very comparable here. By 0.2. And in fact, it's beating the H20, the 350 in quite a few categories, again, with the exception of the skeletal muscle mass. But the metabolic rate, the important ones are the body fat percentage, body mass index, the BMI, and the metabolic rate, and obviously what the weight is. Those are the important things to me, so that's why I would recommend the Enerplex. If you have it, if you want to super high accuracy and consistency, then go with the InBody, but honestly the 10x price tag might not be able to justify it for me. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you appreciate it. If you found anything useful on this video, please like and subscribe. That is the way that I can go ahead and continue to make these types of videos, and I want to keep getting out more and more better and high-tech videos. But liking, subscribing, growing the channel, that's how I'm going to be able to do that. Anyway, appreciate it. Thank you guys very, very much, and have a good rest of your day. See ya. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video, really appreciate it. If you found any of the content useful, please hit the like button down below. Also down below, there are going to be links to all the products that you saw today. They are Amazon affiliate links, so it really helps out the channel when you guys click on those. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all the good things. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Appreciate it, and have a good rest of your day.